Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Don't worry, it's not Carol Baskins. It's just your friendly math analysis teacher. And today I want to talk to y'all about long division and synthetic division for polynomials, okay? So when you were younger, you learned about long division. You learned a way to do it. Today we're going to do it with polynomials, and then I'm going to show you something really cool called synthetic division. So the reason we use long division with polynomials is we can use it to find factors when we're unable to solve a polynomial by factoring, okay? So, and then we can use this to divide, we can use this method, sorry, of long division to divide any polynomial by any polynomial. So synthetic, we'll find out that we're actually restricted in what types of polynomials we can divide by, but with long division, we're not restricted. So our goal is to simplify the following polynomials by using long division. It then says and factoring, but actually none of these are going to factor, so I'm going to X that out. All right, so here's how long division works, and you might need more room. I'm probably going to end up needing more room myself, but I'll set up the problem. So this is our problem. We've got x to the fourth plus 12 x cubed plus, I hate when this happens. Sorry about this. My pen loves to move on me sometimes. Let's undo the drag and drop. There we go. Plus 41x squared plus 70x minus 24. And we're dividing by, there it goes again. We're dividing by x plus 8. All right, so what we're going to do, all right, is we're going to look at our first term underneath the division sign, x to the fourth. And we're also going to look at this first term. And I basically say, okay, can x go into x to the fourth? Yes, it can, right? We can multiply x by x cubed and get us x to the fourth. All right, so that's how many times x can go in. It can go in 3 more times. So now that we've figured that out, we are going to multiply. So x cubed times x, and then also x cubed times 8. So x cubed times x gets me x to the fourth, and x cubed times 8 gets me 8x cubed. Now, if you remember from way back when you were younger, right, you would have, like, say we had 45 divided by 3. You would say, well, 3 goes into 4 one time. You multiply to get 3, and then you would subtract. 4 minus 3 is 1, and then we'd bring down the 5, right? And then we would do it all over again. The same process applies when we're talking about polynomials, okay? So we are actually subtracting here. So x to the fourth minus x to the fourth, that's 0. And then we have 12x cubed minus 8x cubed, and that's going to get us 4x cubed. And then the process starts all over again. So we bring everything else down. So we bring down the plus 41x squared, we bring down the plus 70x, and we bring down the minus 24, and we repeat the process. Okay, so now let's do it all over again. So again, we're looking at our first term, which is 4x cubed, and we're dividing it by x. Well, I really kind of think about what do I need to multiply x by in order to get to 4x cubed? Well, I need to multiply it by 4 and then x squared, right? Because 4x squared times x gets me 4x cubed. All right, but then I also have to remember I need to multiply this 4x squared by 8. That's going to get me 32x squared. Sorry about that. All right, 32x squared. And so now we're going to subtract again. So 4x cubed minus 4x cubed, that goes away. And then 41x squared minus 32x squared gets me 9x squared. And then we bring down everything else. Okay, and now we repeat the process again. So this one's definitely a longer one to start us off. So let's move on to the next part. So to go from x to 9x squared, right, we're going to need 9x. Or 9x squared divided by x is 9x. So now we're going to multiply. So 9x times x is 9x squared. It's okay that I'm running into my problem. I'll erase it eventually. And 9x times 8 is 72x. So now we subtract. So 9x squared minus 9x squared, that cancels. And 70x minus 72x is actually negative 2x. And we're going to bring down that minus 24. Okay. All right. So negative 2x divided by x, or how many times does x go into negative 2x? Well, it goes in negative 2 times. Sorry, I erased part of my x there. So we are going to multiply by negative 2. So negative 2 times x is negative 2x, and negative 2 times 8 is negative 16. Now we're subtracting. So remember, when we're subtracting a negative, really it becomes plus a positive. So my signs change there. So negative 2x plus 2x, that goes away. Negative 24 plus 16 is negative 8. This right here is a remainder, right? Because x can't divide evenly into negative 8. So because of that, all right, this is how we would write it. We would say minus 8 over x plus 8, because we literally can't go in any more times. So we still have that negative 8 divided by that x plus 8. And then this is our quotient, our final answer there. Okay, let's do one more straight out, and then you can try the rest on your own and check with my key and see if you have any answers or any questions, I should say. Of course you'll have answers, but so this next example, all right, we've got 2x plus 4. Now I want you to notice that's what we're dividing by. I want you to notice that if you go along here, we've got x to the fourth, x cubed. Wait a minute. Where's my x squared? Okay, you always need to have a placeholder for every single term. All right, so here we go. Let's set this up. So we've got 2x to the fourth plus 4x cubed. And then I'm going to put a plus 0x squared. That's my placeholder for the x squared term. Minus 10x minus 22. Okay, and we're dividing by 2x plus 4. So here we go. So 2x to the fourth divided by 2x. How many times does 2x go into 2x to the fourth? Well, it goes in x cubed times. So x cubed times 2x. So again, we're just multiplying here and here. X cubed times 2x is 2x to the fourth. And x cubed times 4 is going to get me 4x cubed. All right, so now we're subtracting. So 2x to the fourth minus 2x to the fourth, that's going to go away. And then we've got 4x cubed minus 4x cubed. That also goes away. So because of that, because of the fact of that, we actually don't even need this 0x squared, because if I bring that down, I would just be multiplying by 0 and there'd be no point. So for this time, we actually didn't need that placeholder. So we'll bring down the rest of it though. All right, so 2x, how many times does it go into negative 10x? Well, it goes in negative 5 times. So that's going to multiply to get me negative 10x and negative 20. But remember, we're subtracting, so it ends up changing all my signs. So it's going to become plus 10x and plus 20. So the negative 10x and the plus 10x go away, but the negative 22 plus 20 becomes negative 2, and that's my remainder. So we write it as minus 2 over 2x plus 4. Okay. Now, really, if you wanted to, you could reduce this remainder. Since 2x, and 4 are all divisible by 2, you could reduce it to 1 over x plus 2. So just something to keep in mind. Now, I know I said I'll just leave you at that and let you try the rest, but I think this video is actually going to just be long division, and I'll break it up into 2 videos and get you synthetic in just a few moments. So here's example 3. Again, notice with example 3, right, we have an x to the 6th, but there's no x to the 5th. We have an x to the 4th, there's no x cubed or x squared. We've got to write in those placeholders. So we're going to have x to the 6th plus 0x to the 5th plus 2x to the 4th plus, let's do it again, 0x cubed plus 0x squared plus 6x minus 9. All right, so then we're dividing by x cubed plus 3. Okay, so here we go. So x to the 6th, how many times does x cubed go in? Well, it goes in x cubed times, right? Because x cubed times x cubed, you add those exponents to become x to the 6th. And then 3 times x cubed is 3x cubed. Okay, so now we're subtracting. Notice where I put that 3x cubed. I put it underneath that term that I had to write in, that 0x cubed. All right, so x cubed minus x cubed, those cancel. All right, nothing minus nothing is still nothing, so we actually don't need this term. 2x to the 4th minus nothing is still 2x to the 4th. Nothing minus 3x cubed is going to be a minus 3x cubed, and then we bring the rest of the terms down. Sorry about this. There we go. So 6x minus 9. And then we do it all over again. So how many times does x cubed go into 2x to the 4th? Well, it goes in 2x times, right? Because 2x times x cubed gets me 2x to the 4th, and 2x times 3 gets me 6x. So that 6x goes over here. Now we're subtracting. So the 2x to the 4th cancel, all right, and negative 3x cubed minus nothing is negative 3x cubed. Nothing minus nothing is nothing. So, I mean, we can keep this for now just in case, but it might end up going away. 6x minus 6x, that's definitely going to cancel. And negative 9 minus nothing is negative 9. All right, so this should be our last round. So x cubed goes into negative 3x cubed negative 3 times. All right, so negative 3 times negative 3x cubed, or sorry, times x cubed is negative 3x cubed. And negative 3 times 3 is negative 9. And we're subtracting. So minus a negative, remember the changes all the signs here. So this set of terms cancels. We don't have to worry about the 0, and this actually cancels. So we have a remainder of 0. What does that mean? Well, that means that this is my quotient. There's no remainder. Just like if you divided 15 by 5, you get 3 with no remainder. All right, so last one for long division, and then, like I said, I'm going to break this up into 2 videos so I can tell you about synthetic division in my second video. All right, so here's example 4. Okay, so, oops, let me go back up. Go back up. There we go. So for this one, we don't have to worry about those 0 terms because it goes right down the line in order. So 2x to the 5th plus 4x to the 4th minus 2x cubed minus 5x squared minus 10x plus 8. And we're dividing by x squared plus 2x minus 1. All right, well, how many times does x squared go into 2x to the 5th? Well, it goes in 2x cubed times. Okay. All right, so then we multiply to get 2x to the 5th, and then we also have to multiply it by the 2x and the negative 1. So 2x cubed times 2x is 4x to the 4th, and 2x cubed times negative 1 is negative 2x cubed. So this one's going to be kind of nice because 2x to the 5th minus 2x to the 5th, that goes away. 4x to the 4th minus 4x to the 4th, that goes away. Negative 2x cubed minus a negative 2x cubed, that's going to become plus a positive, that goes away. And then we just bring down everything else. So that was really nice. Problem looked gross, but it really isn't. And then how many times does x squared go into negative 5x squared? Goes in negative 5 times. Just remember you have to multiply that negative 5 times all three of your terms. So we're going to get negative 5x squared. We're going to get negative 10x, and we're going to get positive 5. Oops, didn't mean to make that small. We're subtracting here. So remember, minus a negative, that's going to be plus a positive, that goes away. Minus a negative becomes plus a positive, that goes away. And 8 minus 5 is 3. So we have a remainder of 3. So remember, it's your remainder over your divisor. And our divisor was x squared plus 2x minus 1. So there is my final. Okay. So stay tuned for scenes from our next episode on synthetic division.